Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Kareem. So moving on to discussion number 6, we're going to discuss atf. In atf, there's two things we have to look at: wasl and fasl. I'll explain as we go along. Wasala yasilu waslan, silatan means what? To join. And fasl, zamilul fasl, means what? Separate. Okay? Fassalnahu tafsila. We have separated, made it very clear. The fasl means to separate. That's why each classroom is called a fasl, because it's separated. In the fasl ma fusul. Even the kitabs in Hidayat al-Nahwa. فيها فصول ثلاثة, sorry. So we have three fasl, three sections, because all separated. Okay? Now wasl means what? You have a harful atf between the two of them. You have two sentences. I'm not talking about atf between ma'tuf alayhi ma'tuf, single word. I'm talking about atf between sentences. So this discussion is not about single words becoming ma'tuf alayhi ma'tuf. This discussion is about sentences becoming ma'tuf alayhi ma'tuf and whether there's a waw or there isn't a waw. So wasl means you have a waw. For example, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. So what's happening here? There's two sentences, and what is there in between? Waw harful atf. Yeah. And fasl means two sentences come together, but these two sentences are not joined with a harful atf waw. For example, وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ اهْدِنَا الصِّرَاطَ الْمُسْتَقِيمُ. There's no waw there. Why not? That's what I learned. But there's no waw. You see, there's two sentences, but what happens? There's no waw. This is called fasl. It's separated. Separated meaning there's no waw to join them together. Do you understand who wasl and fasl? So wasl means two sentences, but these two sentences are what? Joined via the harful atf of waw. And fasl means they come together, but it's separated meaning there's no link in between them. Yeah? So wasl is to join. Fasl is separate. Doesn't mean separate in terms of position, but there's no link. They're just one after the other without a link. And wasl means a link with a harful atf waw. Yeah? Now, atf, when you bring atf and you're talking about one after the other, so I'm not going to discuss wasl because that's common. Like, for example, Allah said, we done this and we done that, fa, thumma. Okay? But sometimes you don't have a waw. I mean, you two sentences, there's no waw in between. Okay? Why don't you have a waw between? One of the main primary reasons for not having a waw between is that they have a very, very close link between sentence 1 and sentence 2. As if they're almost the same thing. Because remember, the rule of waw is for atf. And atf demands taghayur. They're both different. Okay? Ja'a Zaydun wa Amrun. Zayd and Amr are different people. Two people came. Do you understand? But if it's the same thing, Ja'a Rajul Kareem. So the Rajul and Kareem is the sifah of the Rajul. You don't have to put waw between. Or for example, Mubdal minhu badal. Kana abuhu Azar. So Azar is Abu, isn't it? So is there a waw in between? So because they're so closely linked, you don't put waw in between. Wow. Make sense? Yeah? Okay. So one example is the badal. So the mubdal minhu and badal, they're not words. What are they? Sentences. So it's an explanation of the whole sentence. For example, وَاتَّقُوا الَّذِي أَمَدَّكُمْ بِمَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Fear that being who has granted you what you know. He has supported you by giving you what you know. You know what he gives you. And then this whole sentence now is the badal of this sentence. What did he give you? So أَمَدَّكُمْ بِمَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Not the whole sentence, of this sentence. So أَمَدَّكُمْ بِمَا تَعْلَمُونَ. أَمَدَّكُمْ بِأَنْعَامٍ وَبَنِينَ وَجَنَّاتٍ وَعُيُونٍ. This whole sentence is the badal of this sentence. You see? Because it's so linked, you can't put waw in between, because that would mean this is one, this is another. It's not another, it's the same thing. Do you understand? So waw wouldn't make sense here. You get it? Because it's a badal. But the mubdal minhu badal is not one word, they are sentences. It makes sense? Yeah, you've understood? Another example of the close link is what? It's a bayan. Similar to badal, it's a bayan. For example, فَوَسْوَسَ إِلَيْهِ الشَّيْطَانُ. Shaitan then waswasa and whispered to Adam. What did he whisper? قَالَ يَا آدَمْ هَلْ أَدُلُّكَ عَلَى شَجَرَةِ الْخُلِّ وَمُلْكٍ لَا يَبْلَى. So this is the same thing as waswasa. This is doing bayan, explanation, clarification, wadaha, of what was the waswasa. So if we say waqala, what does that mean? It was waswasa, then there was qala. It's not two different things, it's the same thing. So it's so closely linked, you put it together, but you don't separate it. You don't put waw in between, because waw and min taghayur, they're different. And they're not different, they're the same thing. You understand?
They both have to have two dhamma.
Okay, so then Satan instigated him. How? He said this. They're the same thing, that's why. Okay? Make sense? The last example of a close link is what? توكيد. Not ajma'un or kulluhum. That's mufrad. We're talking about a sentence. A sentence 2 is a ta'keed of sentence number 1. Okay? For example, the lady said, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. So she made a muttaka'a, a gathering for everybody. And when they saw him, they said, Ma hadha bashara. This is not a human being. He's so handsome, he's not a human being. And then they emphasize it more. What did they say? Ha in hadha illa malakun kareem. This is like an angel. So this is actually the emphasis of this. Because the emphasis is closely linked, it's a tawkeed or ta'keed. So you don't have to put waw in between. You don't put waw in between. If you put waw in between, it wouldn't make sense. The same way you don't put waw between ma'tuf alayhi, the same way you don't put waw between mawsuf sifa or mubdal minhu badal or between mu'akkad ta'keed. You don't put arf between these sentences because they're the same thing. Because of the close link, what do? You don't put a waw. Make sense? Okay. Now this is another example. It's not a close link. They're not linked together. They're not bayan, tawkeed or badal. But it's as if when you finish the first sentence, somebody asks a question. Like there's something left to explain after the first sentence. For example, I'm beginning to give an example. Iyyaka na'bud wa iyyaka nasta'in. Only you we worship and only you we ask for help. So what's the question that might come to mind there straight away?
Guide us.
No. When you say iyyaka nasta'in, then
should ask for something.
Yeah. So basically saying, oh Allah, we ask you for help. So the question will be, okay, what do you want then? Yeah. Do you understand? Iyyaka na'bud, one thing. Wa iyyaka nasta'in is different. We worship you, one thing. And because iyyaka nasta'in is different, you put a waw. You make it wasl. Because iyyaka nasta'in, after you don't put wa ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. What do you say? Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. So this can also be one way of looking at it. That because when you say iyyaka nasta'in, it's a question that, okay, what do you want? So it's ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Okay? There's also another way you can look at it as well, but we do that in Durus Balagah, it's a bit more technical. Okay? For example here, وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي, I do not absolve my inner self of blame. For example, you say to yourself, look, I didn't do this wrong, but it's not, I can't absolve myself of being blameless. Okay, because every single soul, every single nafs, what does what? Commands, makes people go to evil. So this is basically saying, وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي, I do not absolve my inner self of blame. Why? You have a question that is left there. Because of that, you don't put wow. And this becomes what's the answer to this. You following? So in this scenario, when there's something left to be explained, or I see that there's a question, it's not explicitly asked a question, but you can see that it's being implied or referred to. Then you don't put wow. So this is jawabu su'alin nashi'in. This is the answer to a question which arises. Nashi'in show to grow, to arise. So when the second sentence is an answer to a question which may arise, then you do wasl. Sorry, you do fasl. Okay? So summary is what? We have atf. Yeah? And harf, meaning when you have two sentences together, whether it's atf or not atf, we have that. So you have wasl or we have fasl. Wasl means what? We bring two sentences via waw. And fasl means we bring two sentences together, but there's no waw. Okay? And what we call this? Kamalul ittisal or shibhu kamalul ittisal. What's kamalul ittisal mean? Complete link. That's a close link. Complete connection. How is it complete connection? That's a badal, it's a bayan, it's a ta'keed. Any of these we say what? It's kamalul ittisal. The link is very strong. And because of that, you don't need to bring wow. It's already a link. Wow is there to link it. One way of looking at it is this, that this waw is there to link it because it's so already linked. Badal, bayan and ta'keed is already linked to the one before it. There's no need to bring another ittisal. You understand? And then the other one is that it's not completely linked, but it's almost completely linked. It's shibhu kamal ittisal. When it's what? Jawabu su'alin nashi'in. As if there's a question missing or the question being implied and the speaker then answers that. So then there's no need for a wow. So wasl means you bring a wow and fasl means you don't bring a wow. So the two sentences come one after the other directly without a link in between, without a wow. Or why don't you bring wow? Because the ittisal is so strong or is semi-strong. When they're completely, totally strong, when it's a badal, bayan or ta'keed, or is shibu kamal ittisal is when it's sawal of is a jawab to a su'al nashi. You understand? Have you understood? Yeah? Yeah, sure. Any questions? You have to go over these. You have to make charts in your mind. You have to make notes. You have to repeat it because there's a lot of terminologies. You understand it, but it takes time to get them into your mind. It'll sink in. So what you have to do is keep on going over it, reading it, making bullet points. Okay? But you understand? You have understood the concept, haven't you? Good. Subhanallah bihamdi subhanakallahumma bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.